Jeremy Corbyn declared the Labour Party as a government in waiting during his recent speech at the party's annual conference in Brighton. The veteran socialist also said Labour was prepared to take over from Theresa May's Conservative government in the Brexit talks and secure Britain a positive deal outside the European Union. Now scrutiny has fallen on Labour's shadow Brexit secretary on whether he will push for Britain to remain under the control of the European Court of Justice if he was allowed to take over negotiations. Appearing on ITV's Peston on Sunday programme, Sir Keir Starmer was challenged on the very subject by host Robert Peston. ITV Getty Brexit News. Labour could pay the EU to remain under the rule of the ECJ, so you've said you've held out for the possibility of an ongoing role for the European Court of Justice. Are you also holding open a possibility that we would continue to pay something in the way Norway does for continued access to the customs union and the European Court, asked the hosts. Sir Keir replied after the transitional period we'll have to see, subject to negotiations, obviously, ideally no, or keep it low, but in the end, asked whether it was worth paying for better access to the EU, Labour's Brexit spokesman added, well, it's a very simple thing, if economically it's better off to have an arrangement that works for our businesses and secures our economy, then we'd do it. I mean, anybody that says I would rather an arrangement that actually damages our business needs to think again about why they're negotiating. Sir Keir also conceded that he would vote Remain if a second Brexit referendum was to take place. However, he did insist that it was Labour's policy to leave the European Union in March 2019 instead of holding another vote. Tuesday, September 12, 2017, he said, well, we've never advocated a second referendum, we've always accepted the result. I don't know what's going to happen to public opinion. It's changed. I've only been an MP for 2 years. It seems like a lot longer, and the currents and cross-currents have been incredible in that period, but we're not calling for a second referendum, and we will be leaving the EU in March 2019, and therefore what we've got to say is what's the future progressive partnership based on collaboration and cooperation that we want, because it was the values. I voted to remain because of my values of collaboration and cooperation and internationalism. Of course I would vote the way I did last time for the reasons I did last time, but I would equally do what I did last time, which is respect the outcome.